A poor American girl gave her last few dollars to a hungry old beggar. But she didn't know he would leave her a secret number that would make her a millionaire overnight. Emily Rose had always believed that life was a test she had to survive. She was a poor American girl, the daughter of a humble farmer who had passed away when she was only 16. Her mother, frail and chronically ill, relied completely on Emily to keep their tiny world together. With no money, no family support, and no options left in a dying hometown, Emily moved to the city and took a job at a small, cozy coffee shop on Maple Street. The pay was low, the hours were long, and life was still difficult, but she worked with a quiet strength, saving every dollar she could for her mother's medicines. One chilly morning, while Emily was wiping tables during her shift, an old man walked in. His clothes were torn, his hands trembling from hunger, and his eyes held a strange kindness as if he carried 1,000 stories no one had cared to hear. He walked up to Emily and said in a weak voice, "I'm hungry. I don't have any money. Can you give me something to eat?" Emily looked at him and felt her heart tighten. Something about him reminded her of her father. The same tired smile, the same gentle expression. Without a second thought, she reached into her pocket, pulling out the few dollars she had saved for her lunch. "Please sit. I'll get you something," she said softly. She bought him a hot coffee and a slice of warm chocolate cake. The old man's eyes glistened as he took the cup in his trembling hands. Before leaving, he looked at her for a long moment, almost as if he already knew her destiny. Emily smiled and asked, "Sir, what's your name?" He paused, then whispered, "EB7-12." Emily frowned. "What kind of name is that?" The old man smiled mysteriously. "It's the name that will change your fate." And with that, he quietly walked away, disappearing into the crowd. The strange number returns that evening. After finishing her shift, Emily walked into the small convenience store next to the coffee shop. While waiting in line, her eyes fell on a colorful stack of lottery tickets. One ticket instantly caught her attention. On it, printed in bold letters, was the exact same combination, EB7-12. Her heart froze. Was it a coincidence? Or was the old man trying to tell her something? In her pocket, she had only enough money for either food for the night or the lottery ticket. Her stomach growled painfully, but the old man's words echoed inside her head. "It will change your fate." Emily closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and made the hardest decision of her life. She bought the ticket. That night she went to bed hungry, hoping she hadn't made a terrible mistake. The morning that changed everything at dawn, Emily woke up to the sound of her neighbors screaming with excitement. She turned on the small radio in her room. The winning lottery number was being announced live. Her heart pounded. The host read the winning code slowly. "The jackpot winner is EB7-12." Emily's breath stopped. Her hands shook. Tears filled her eyes. The impossible had happened. She had won? She had actually won. From a struggling coffee shop girl with nothing to a sudden millionaire in a single night. Emily collapsed to her knees, crying with joy. The first thing she did was buy her mother the best medical treatment in the country. Their life changed forever, but she never saw the old man again. Some say he was an angel. Some say he was a test from destiny. Emily simply believed he was a sign sent by her father, a reminder that kindness always finds its way back. Moral of the story: sometimes the smallest act of kindness becomes the door to your biggest miracle. Never stop doing good, your fate. I'd be watching.